What is up, guys, and welcome back to the channel. I have been keeping a very big secret from you guys. All right, about a week ago, I had a massive crate dropped off here at the compound, and I'm so excited to finally open that crate up with you guys here on camera for the first time. It took a lot of self-restraint to not already like crack a peek on my own. It's related to the drifting season this year. Your hint is that it has to do with the Corvette. We are going big this year, up in our drift game, and I'm so excited to announce a brand new partner that I am working with on this build. All right, I'll give you one more hint. Your hint is that this crate, this package, is from Texas Speed. Let's go check it out. Now we'll talk more about what is in here after we open it up, but I will say that Texas Speed told me that there's a few surprises in this crate for me, so we're just gonna experience that at the same time. This has been here now for a little over a week. Nick has been going crazy, wanting to get whatever is in this crate out of this crate. I'm sure we all know by now. So today is finally the day. We're gonna unbox it. Did some crazy custom powder coating on the valve covers as well. And I think it has to do with the color scheme on the Corvette, so I'm kind of freaking out right now. I don't know if I'm ready. Am I ready?
Wait, should we tease? Should we tease like,
I'm teasing myself. I don't know what's under here.
Okay.
I don't know. This is actually, I'm realizing it right now, this is the very first time I've had a fully custom engine. I've never just spec'd one out and it just shows up. I've never done this ever.
Brand new in the box.
Brand new. Like this is, wow, it's a first. It's a big first. Can you see? Okay, we got a ratchet strap. Get in there. Oh my God! You haven't seen this yet, have you?
No, I saw that part.
You knew about this the whole time?
Yeah.
Holy, oh my God. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Hey, get out of here. This looks, that's powder coat, but doesn't this look anodized? This is one of the most beautiful things I've ever seen. I'm like trying to remind myself to calm down. I'm like shaking with the knife.
Yeah,
I'm like,
please
focus with the knife.
Please.
Welcome to my fully custom Texas Speed re-sleeved NA 440 LS. This is the nicest engine that I've owned. I've never just fully worked with a company to completely spec out a build, have it arrive via crate. Everything is brand new. I'm still just completely in awe of how it looks, and how it performs is going to be even better. My Corvette with the stock LS2 in it was my very first LS experience. Going into the competition drift season this year, I knew I wanted to level up. That is why we completely gutted the Corvette. The Corvette itself is getting a complete makeover, and this is the heart of the car. Everything else is going to be built around this. I am new to the LS world, so I reached out to Texas Speed and was really just looking for them to shine the light on my perfect LS build. It started off with a phone call. I was chatting with Russell at Texas Speed, telling him everything that I would desire in my engine. Big part of deciding to go NA was for reliability and serviceability. I wanted to build the best NA that we could for drifting. So right now with this engine, we're talking high compression. It's ready to accept nitrous as well, should we need it. As it stands, NA, this should make about 600 to the wheels, 750 with nitrous. Yes, I'll have that nitrous card to pull out, should I even need it. It's gonna take me a while, I'm sure, just to get used to this. But we're talking 600 horsepower NA. and potentially like 600 torque. Like this build was put together and it was very torque focused in how we went about this. I have like 6 pages of spec sheets for this build. It is just wild. So one of like the craziest things is that this is pretty high compression. This is a 13-to-1 compression, which is really, really high. I have all forged internals and upgraded ARP hardware. I have their sheet metal intake that they did an insane powder coating job on. And it's meant to fit just inside the Corvette without having to have any crazy modifications. They hooked me up with some custom Wiseco pistons and Texas Speed's forged crankshaft and forged H-beam rods. We decided to go with their H-beam rods over their I-beam rods just because it is plenty for the performance and power I'm looking to get out of this engine, and they're actually lighter weight, which is awesome. I have a huge custom cam in this thing, and I also have the biggest cathedral heads that Texas Speed offers. This build is ready to take nitrous. I really just want to have nitrous ready should I need it. You know, last year, not only was I entering into my very first drift competitions ever, I also was showing up with kind of like a knife at a gunfight sort of thing. And this year, I just really wanted to have a solid, reliable car underneath me. And I'm just really excited about growing my drifting on the Corvette platform. You know, for me, it's amazing that it comes with the LS stock. This will be a lot easier to just throw into the car. And I have their Texas Speed roller rockers with link bar lifters to just be better suited to get a little bit more RPM or have it be safer to run in higher RPM. With this engine, I'm probably gonna run it up to like 7,800. I could run it up to maybe 8 grand, but I also want this to be very reliable, have as little maintenance as possible. So I'll probably end up keeping the car around the 7,500 to 7,800 mark. This entire setup is focused on power and reliability. One of the most important parts in entering any sort of competition is just making it to the competition. For me, like I was originally leaning towards supercharging an LS build, and with that, there could be a ton of risk of throwing belt. A big theme around this is power and reliability. So that is the biggest reason for sticking to NA. And that's also why we chose to keep this setup with a hydraulic roller instead of going solid. You know, with a solid roller, they're a lot more tedious to maintain. Throughout like every event, you want to be double checking it, and it's just, there's a lot more that needs to be monitored versus keeping it hydraulic. It simplifies things, it simplifies the maintenance, and again, it pushes us more in that reliability category. You can see that I have Texas Speed's beautiful billet valve covers on this build. I'm still just in awe of this engine build. This engine is also going to be dry sump. It's kind of a no-brainer that you just need to invest that little bit more into this build to go dry sump, especially since Clutch Kickers this year is actually competing potentially on a banked track at the Freedom Factory. That makes this even more important. And it's like, I already have this investment, like I just want to protect it. So this will be my very first dry sump engine. Just want to do a big shout out and thank you to Texas Speed for helping guide me through this massive LS journey that I am undertaking. There's been a lot to learn, even with just the construction and back and forth in building this engine. I'm really excited to have them as a partner. Our Corvette is finally back in the shop. We are officially out of the paint booth, done, ready to start building this thing. And I did something that I didn't tell you guys about or vlog about because it was eating at me, okay? The fact that I did not flake the bay, I just couldn't sleep at night. So over the weekend, we flaked the bay. And hold up, I need to get a light so I can show you how crazy it looks. Y'all, we flaked the whole engine bay. Obviously, you're not gonna see this side, it's gonna be covered by the fender, but you can see the flake a lot better here. So we not only have prism across pretty much everything now. The engine bay has flaked. I didn't do it to the full interior of the car, but I wanted it in the bay, and it's so beautiful. Like how much flake is on this bay compared to the 3-rotor one. I definitely went a little more ham years ago on this bay. This is also very, very dirty, but you guys get the idea. So yeah, big welcome to Texas Speed. I'm stoked to be joining the Texas Speed family. And while I have you guys in this video, I wanna give you a few numbers just so you can comprehend how big a difference this is going to be compared to my mostly stock with an intake LS2 setup. So yeah, this is wild. This is my new baby. This is my new child. This is my welcome video for her. Yes, it's a her. I'm still figuring out her name though. I can't believe it. I'm so stoked. Now that we have the heart of the car, the heart and the soul of the car, everything else we're gonna be piecing together over the next few weeks and hopefully start shaking down the car by the end of next month. But this is huge. This is amazing. I'm really, really excited to start this girl up and hear her for the very first time. Oh, one thing I don't think I mentioned, if you notice this guy right here, yes, I am doing a drive-by-cable conversion instead of drive-by-wire. I just wanna have better pedal feel and just trying to eliminate different variables of stuff that could go wrong. If it got stuck open, if there was tuning issues because of any sensors, just trying to eliminate as much stuff as I can to put myself in a better position as a driver. So with this new girl, as mentioned, we are looking at an insane 13-to-1 compression. My former stock LS2 baby over there, that's around 11-to-1. So massive freaking difference. And this being re-sleeved to a 440, that one I believe is 365, 370. So going from that to a badass 440 is just insane. The next month is going to be insane. We're going to be putting this girl together piece by piece from scratch. We're gonna have so many parts showing up, and I will give a big spoiler alert. We're going front mount transmission with this thing. All right, we're ditching the torque tube ways. Reliability is gonna be our theme for this year. With the torque tube, it's so hard to service the car, to have access to everything. It just makes everything really difficult. So that is the game plan. And in the next video, I think, yeah, in the next video, I will be talking more about the game plan for our transmission and just piecing every single thing together on this car. So that is it for this video. I'm so excited to start putting this car back together with Nick. It's gonna be insane. Oh, I did forget. We're not gonna put the body kit on until we are further along in development for putting the rest of the car together. So for now, our beautiful, beautiful body panels, hatch, everything is gonna be chilling over here. And once we have more of the car actually built out, then we will put this stuff back on. I just don't want to risk anything getting scratched because we're gonna be doing a lot of cutting, a lot of fitting to make everything work. That is it for this video. I wanted to formally introduce you to my big girl, LS by Texas Speed. I'm a big LS girl now, and the hard stuff, putting the whole puzzle back together, officially starts tomorrow. So that is it for this one, and I will see you in the next video.